Yeah. What up? It's your favorite day of the week, Sunday. Sunday. Yep. I'm about to do a little bit of research to try to figure out what's another good market to do some real estate in. I know that, with the quarantine and people being trapped in the house, being locked in, can't get out, can't rip and run these streets like you normally do. So what you gonna do? Get on that computer and make it do what it do. So I'm gonna look through a couple of markets to see if someplace we want to invest in. What's up, Antonio? What's up, Maxine? Yeah, we're over on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope at the moment, multi-streaming. We're going to be going live tomorrow night as well. That's Monday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you're right back here tomorrow night. We'll be on with Real Estate Diddy. That's right, Keith Everett Jr., my guy out of Alabama doing big deals down there in the South. We'll be on talking to him tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time. Monday Night Raw, real estate style. Other than that, how are you doing today? Are you having a good Sunday? A good Sunday? I know the weather's nice. I need to be getting up out of here. What's up, Ed? What up, Mr. Transaction Engineer? I know you're doing good things down there in Atlanta, hot Atlanta. So I'm just going to do a little research here, try to figure out another market to. I know Atlanta's a hot market, but I know people running up out of Atlanta. They say it's too many competitors down there. Should I look in Atlanta? You think that's a good place to do deals in? I know it's kind of hot down there, but as you can see, we got the whole United States. We got the whole United States at our fingertips to see what place we want to actually find some properties in or some people to try to call and things like that. What's up? How you doing, Periscope family jumping in? Good to see you. I'm glad to see you, and you're glad to see me. So do what you do and be who you be. So yeah, for those who don't know, my name is Chris Monroe, the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke. I do that real estate show each and every Monday night. Sometimes I pop in sporadically like now, on lockdown, on quarantine, on self-isolation, on social distancing, practicing mode, all of that stuff. What's up, T-Rail? Trail. He too trail for them. So, it's always something going. What's up, Nina? How you doing? Nina Garner out of California. I know California, another one of those markets where everybody's kind of afraid to jump in there because they're like, oh, it's going to cost so much and it's so competitive and you need $400,000 or more to even think about getting into that market. So let me ask you this. Is there a particular market that you think is a good place to invest in that you want me to look up? Because I'm trying to, figure out another place. I mean, we're in St. Louis now, but it might be another little city nearby, maybe Kansas City, maybe I know they said some places in Ohio are good, and Indiana and some other markets. And I was just doing a little research, and I'm gonna let you look over my shoulder today as we look over some places. So you just listening and learning? Well, that's good. You're in the right place. So if you haven't already, make sure you follow, subscribe, like this content. And also, like I said, I put out a lot of free information. You can actually go onto my site at wokerealestate.com. The link's in the description or my bio, wokerealestate.com, for over 125 free training videos going all over this real estate stuff from the rooter to the tutor. It just takes you a little bit of time. And if you're sitting at home doing nothing anyway, hey, why not learn how to make that pay? Wouldn't that make sense to you? Makes sense to me. So let's see what we got here. And so this software that I'm actually using, you can actually check it out yourself as well. I mean, if you like what I'm going to be going over here, like I said, it's nationwide data and it's all over the United States. I can look up people who see who own what, how much they owe on property, vacant houses, absentee owners, disgruntled landlords, flippers, cash buyers, high equity properties, meaning they owe a little bit of money, but their property's worth a lot of bigger money, and you can try to get in and make you a little bit of money in the middle. You know what I mean? So be a professional middleman. So yeah, that's at wokesource.com if you like this software I'm about to do. Yep. So good to have you on here. That's how we gonna do it. So like I said, wokesource.com is the software I'm using. So what place do you think I should check? Where do you think I should look at? I mean, I know one place I liked was Las Vegas because I only went once, but I was like, man, I kind of like it out here. People say it's hot. So I'm going to start out there, I guess. Let me see here. So Las Vegas. How do you do this? Vegas, Nevada, Nevada or New Mexico. I'll make my screen bigger. Let me see if I can do that where you can actually see this. It's kind of funny. So, in fact, hold on. Let me change this off of here. Let me change that. Take that off the screen so you can see. What up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, so if you're watching on Instagram, if you want to see my screen, hop on over to the YouTube channel at Chris Monroe STL, and you'll get the chance to see what's really going on. So the first thing is I can put in this up at the top here. I can put in a city. I can put in a county. I can put in specific zip codes. So it can get really specific. So I can go a broad search. As you see here, I just put in Las Vegas, Nevada. It shows that it's got 537,000 plus properties sitting up in the Las Vegas, I guess, metro area here. That's a lot of properties. You know, I really can't talk to 537,000 people. That's a lot of jokers to be speaking to and doing things with. What's up? What's up? How you doing? So yeah, and if you're watching on the Woke Real Estate Investors Group, hit that link in the description, and that'll release and give permission for me to put your name on the screen, because we can't see you right now because you're watching in a private Facebook group, Woke Real Estate Investors. So yeah, hit that description link to give permission. So let's see what we got here. So like I said, I put in Las Vegas, Nevada, just a blanket area just to see, you know, I don't know anything about Vegas, only that I've been there once. And I'm thinking, man, I want to be there. I want to buy some property there. You see, it got a lot of stuff, and I can break this down. I can click this little tab here. These little short tabs make it quick to just go straight to a thing. So if we want to say any property with high equity, we see there's 377,000 properties that supposedly have high equity, meaning they owe a small amount and their property is worth a lot more than what they do. I.e., like this property here, this first one we're looking at, if you can see that. Estimated loan balance 0, estimated equity 279. We would consider that to be high equity because there's nothing but equity because they owe $0 on a loan. Free and clear, best type of property, right? So, but like I was saying, these little tabs up here, if I click this first one, that just shows properties that are on the MLS or have been on the MLS or the multiple listing service, meaning they were listed with a realtor or real estate agent, a licensed professional that's here to help you out in your real estate endeavors. You said you can't see? Uh-oh, can't see. Let me zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom. How do you zoom this thing? Zoom. Can you see now? You should be able to see this over here at least. I don't want to zoom it too tight to where you can't see. What's up, Raji Raj? I don't want to zoom it too tight. I want you to still be able to see the whole screen here. So you should be able to see this here. Can you see now? Can you hear me now? What that commercial used to do on T-Mobile or one of them people. So like I said, this property here, this is a whole list of properties. And I'm not going to go through all of those because I'm going to break it down. And I'm going to show you how you can break it down to filters so that you can actually pick and choose the type of properties that show up on your list. So can you tell me what are some reasons a person would want to sell their house? Tell me in the comments. What are some reasons a person would like to sell their house? I mean, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, they may be going through a lot of different problems, or they might just be, you know, just want to sell. We say better. All right, Mike, I see you jumped over from Instagram. So you jumped over. Mike buys houses full price. That's a good name right there. That full price would make people want to come see what you're talking about, because everybody want to get a high price for 2 cents. Or they want to sell you the house for $2,000 or $200,000 when it's worth 2 cents. They want to get a high retail price. All the kids are grown and moved out. Yeah, that would be considered an empty nester. All the kids have grown up and moved out. Yeah. So that's a good one. Empty nesters. Let's see here. Divorce, liens, moving. That's another good one, Nina. That's, yeah, liens. They like, man, I'm tired of them leaning on me. Lean on me when you can't pay. You know, like my singing? I know. Let's see here. Behind on payments. That's another reason too. Yeah, definitely, Joshua. Good to see you as well. So yeah, those are some good reasons why a person would want to sell. So we'll go back up here. Let's see here. Let's see here. All grown. The kids are all grown and moved out. So how many years do you think it would take before people would have a house in this situation? Meaning they have had a house, So you would think they have owned the property for at least 10 years or more, right? Maybe even more than that. 15 years or more. So if I wanted to find a person that may have had this, I'm gonna show you how we do it. So we're in Las Vegas. That's our subject city for this training today. And like I said, if this video provides you any type of value, any type of thing where you accidentally learned something, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and give it a share, and subscribe to stay alive. So we're looking at Las Vegas here, and we're gonna say, all right, we got these filters right here, right? So this filter thing here, as we change things in this filter, it's going to change the numbers on this right side, which I just covered up, which I'm going to have to zoom back out so you can see if I can. If I don't make it too small, hope not. So as I put these filter changes over here, that's going to change these numbers here. Let me zoom in one more time, see if I can make that just right. Yeah, so something like that. So all of these are a bunch of different filters you can choose within this program here. So if I said, okay, I want different type of properties. So we can choose owner occupied, yes or no. We can say, yeah, we'll say owner occupied for now, because remember, we're looking for an empty nester, or the kids have grown up and moved out. That's what we're going to try to see if we can find some of those, if that's possible. So at first this was automatically checked to any, and as you see, it's 537,000 properties, if you can see that. If not, I just told you, it's 537,000 properties. If we say owner occupied, yes, every time we make a change on the left, it changes something over here on the right. So once I clicked yes, that knocked it down to 270,000 properties. That reduced it by about half right out the gate, just for doing that. 50% lost. Gone with the wind, just for doing that. And we want to say, sure, it's occupied. Well, actually, it don't matter if it's occupied. I'm gonna leave that off. Any. It don't matter if it's occupied. It can be empty. But like I said, you could choose here occupied or vacant. And the way they determine that is based on the USPS, or the Postal Service. Have they not received mail there in the last 21 days? They're probably thinking, or actually, yeah, it's no mail going there. The post office updates this software to let them know, or they get the data from them. So then you go down into property classifications. I'm going to zoom in now too, because I want this to be large enough where you can actually see what's going on. And like I said, every time I change something over here on the left, it's going to change something automatically over on the right and make our numbers smaller and more manageable, because we don't want to deal with 537,000 properties or whatever we started with. So if we go here, you can check off what type of property you want. So we know we want houses, but if you want it commercial, office, industrial, agricultural, recreational, transport, exempt, and vacant land, all those different things, which I don't really ever use any of them. We usually typically go for residential property, and you can check off multiple or just one. So I used residential. And if you come over here and you say, well, do we want single family, condos, multifamily 2 to 4 units, 5, or multifamily 5+ units, that would be dealing with apartment buildings and things like that. Let me take this off the screen. I got this blocking it. It's always something. Y'all ain't tell me that was blocking. So there we go. So I'm going to check off here single family, and I'm going to zoom back out again to see if our numbers went down, because I know it did. Let's go back a little bit. So I only went down a little bit. So it's still about 230,000 properties. It's still a lot. So we want to narrow this down a little bit more. Now, an empty nester. You said the kids have, how do you find me on YouTube? Go to @ChrisMonroeSTL on YouTube. The link's in the description, or in my bio here on Instagram for people watching on Instagram. If you go to Instagram and go to ChrisMonroeSTL, you'll see that I'm live. Go to YouTube from Instagram and go to @ChrisMonroeSTL. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you sleep, but that's where all the content is stored for massive storage. So yeah, for those here watching on IG, Lash Cubby, what up? So residential, single family, and like you said, we want a property that may have had some kids move out. So if you have a property with kids in it, you're probably going to have what? 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms or more. You know, if you had kids, you had to have some bedrooms for all them bad babies, right? So we're going to put in a minimum. So right here, you can choose minimum or maximum. I'm going to say a minimum of 4 bedrooms. They got to have 4 bedrooms or more to even get on my list. Let me zoom back to see if our numbers changed any. Where were we at before? 270 something. Now we're down to only 98,000. So 4 bedrooms or more, that changed our numbers a lot. Zoom back in. And the only reason I have to zoom in so that you can actually see it on the screen here. Let me see what y'all saying. Exactly. So, like I say, we're still searching. 4 bedrooms. We want at least 2 baths. We're getting specific now, so this number should really be going down. As a matter of fact, let's really get stupid. Let's say 4 bedroom, 3 bath. If it ain't 4 bedroom, 3 bath, we don't even see it. Let me see what happened here. That knocked us down to only 47,000 houses. That knocked us down a lot. Remember, we started with a 500,000 houses. Now we're only down to 47,000, but we're not done filtering. We're going to keep filtering to get this list down, niched down to the exact type of property we're looking for. And remember, we're looking for a property that was empty nester or a person that kids had moved out. And we don't know if the kids have moved out, but we're going to see if we can try to source some people like that. So property characteristics, what we were just doing, you can put in square footage, the year built, lot size, and all this other stuff you see on here if you want to get really stupid, but I'm not going to get that deep down into it. I'm just going to do 4 bedroom minimum, 3 bedroom minimum. Are you still following me? Everybody following along here? Or am I going too fast? Let me know. I don't want to go too quick because you're dealing with Chris. I want to go slow so you'll definitely know. So let's see here. We can even, so after we do the property characteristics, we'll say, let's look at MLS data. MLS data. So we can actually pick properties that are actually listed currently on the MLS right now by clicking yes. Or if we want properties that are not on the MLS, we can click no. Or if we want properties that are either one, we say any, but it's already default checked to any. So I'm going to say no. I don't want anything listed on the multiple listing service right out the gate. No, no, no. I don't want anything that's going. This is good info. Cool, Romello. Good to see you, bro. Glad I can add some value to your life on quarantine. So we're still going in. We're still picking out the kind of person we want. Now, there's a lot of options on here, and I don't typically try to pick too many because it's going to make our list too small. We want to make the list just right. So now we're going to go down into pre-foreclosure and foreclosure. Now, if you were looking on here, you can actually pick notice of default people that are in auctions, default releases, bank-owned properties. You can even exclude foreclosures. So I'm going to exclude foreclosures because remember, we don't want any foreclosures right now. We just want a mom and pop who may own a property, who may have had kids move out. And we're trying to figure it out now. We don't know if we're going to be able to find this person. Then this is where the bread and butter is made. Ownership info. Now, like I was saying earlier, if we know we want somebody who may have had kids move out, we definitely want somebody who owned the property for at least 10 years, right? Let's put in 10. Minimum of 10 years, maximum of we don't know. So let me zoom back real quick and see what we got on our other side here. It's searching. It's doing its magic. So that knocked it down to 17,000 properties. So they meet our criteria that we put in here so far. Oh, man, my mouse is dying. Give me 1 second. Let me change the battery in my mouse because it's dying. Be right back after this message. How the heck your mouse gonna die on a live stream? That's what happens when you got wireless mice. And that's what you do when you're doing live stuff. You never know what's gonna happen when you're streaming live like now. So I'll just switch the battery. Let's see if we got some better movement here. There we go. Now we got a mouse. Oh yeah. How the battery gonna die in the middle of the dang on live stream? You see how they be trying to hate on me? See, that's that quarantine. That's that 5G stuff. That's that 5G stuff everybody be talking about. Something going on. So like I was saying, just with the parameters that we've already set, which are all listed right here, I'm gonna zoom back in. We got 17,000 properties on our list now. We still haven't dug deep yet. We just know that. Let me zoom in one more time. 1 second. Zoom, zoom, zoom. The zoom is a zoom. So these are the parameters we've already done. Owner occupied, yes. Residential, single family, 4 bedroom or more, 3 bathrooms or more, not on the market, not on the MLS. We excluded all foreclosures, and they've owned the house for 10 years or more. Following me along now? Everything's still making sense? I don't want to go too swift. So that got us down to 17,000 properties. We started with over 500,000. Millions, believe me. We started with over 500,000 properties, and now we got it down to 17,000. But we're not done. So back into the ownership info, we see that we put 10 years or more. And over here is another place. You can choose. Do we want individually owned, like John Smith owns a property? Or do we want corporate owned? ABC LLC owns the property. Do we want mixed, which I've never even seen the mix, but I guess it could be one. Or do you want properties owned in a trust? You can choose and check off that or leave it as all. I typically try to do this, like I said, our subject, what we're doing here, mom and pop, we're going to do individual. So we only want people who titled property in their name. And if anybody watches any of my training, we know we do not title or take title to any property in our private name. No, no, no. That's a no-no. Put it in a trust, preferably. But, you know, some people even do it in the LLC. But I do not put property in my private name. So check out my videos on that as well if you want more information on how to do that. So individual. Let's see here. I'm not going to check off any of this other stuff. Well, I guess I could. Last sale date. We can pick this last time it sold, but we already did it right here. 10 years of ownership or more. We might extend that out to make it 15 years or something else. Because remember, we can tweak all of this as we see fit. So then you can go down here to the next one, which is lien, bankruptcy, divorce status. Look at all this. It has an active lien, has active bankruptcy, has a divorce, has a lien that's been released, bankruptcy dismissed. You can check off that stuff, and that'll actually change your list on the right side where you can actually download that list and make that work out for you. So let's see here. So yeah, those are some extra parameters you can do. Then you can get specific. What type of liens are on it? Tax lien, HOA lien, or that home association fee or homeowners association where they rip you off and charge you $100 a month to act like they're cutting your grass, you know, stuff like that. Mechanics lien, utility lien, solar lien. Wow, what's that? Child support lien. What? Baby daddy, baby mama drama? Oh, no, don't tell me we can find them type of people. And then you got other liens that just aren't qualified right here. But as of right now, I don't want to make it too specific. I'm just going to leave it as open. We can suppress the liens. We could say suppress which type of lien we want to say no to make sure that list is not included in this to suppress it. You can pick the lien recording date. You can pick lien amounts, like if you were doing liens and say, I want $10,000 or more of liens or $50,000 or more in liens. You can get really specific. Tax delinquent year. You can choose that in here, what year you want them to be tax delinquent. So you can actually pull a tax delinquent list off of here as well. Valuation info, if you want to say the estimated value, the growth percentage, and all this other stuff here. Estimated equity. If we want to say estimated loan to value percentage, or we say we want 40% equity or more. Actually, let me do the example here so you can see. So I'm going to take that out. So right now, these are the things we have. Let's see how many we got on the property here. How many properties we got so far? 15,000. Okay. So if we got 15,000 properties right now, and I changed the equity, I only want people with 50% equity or more. Let's see what happens. Let's go back now. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're down to 11,000 properties now. 11,000 properties. So as you see, the more we add, the more this number goes down. So, and it even tells you there's other things within here, like this was a failed listing and some other stuff. But let's see, we're almost done filtering now. Let's see here, zoom back in one more time so you can see. Uh-oh, too big. Too big. All right, so we did the lien, this bankruptcy status. We're not going to do too much in there because, like, we can. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do divorce. Let's do divorce. Let's see if that does anything. So if we did divorce and zoom back. Uh-oh. It didn't change much, huh? Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need to do target. Has a divorce. It only knocked it down to 2 properties. See how that changes everything? That's why I say sometimes you don't want to put too much over here because it'll wing your list down. We just know that these 2 properties had a divorce filed with the owner's name on it. That's $1 million property right there. And they only owe $50,000 on the house. Good night. We know they have a divorce, but we don't want to do that. I'm going to uncheck that because that winged our list down too small. 11,000 properties. Which other type of lien would we want to do? Child support. Do that even show anything? I don't know. I never clicked it. Only 3 properties. See, and we don't want to do 3. We want to get, unless you really want to do 3. Some people like to get down to 1 or 2 or 3 houses, specific targeted. But you know, this is a numbers game. The more people you can touch, the more people you can help, the more houses you can buy, the more deals you can find. Is that all making sense to you so far? If you have any questions about any of this stuff, let me know. So, question from Mike, is this Podio? No, this is not Podio. Podio is just a CRM or customer relations management system that helps you organize your leads once you've been talking to people. What's up? What's up? Hey, Chris, what's up with you? All right. So this here is wokesource.com. This is a software we're using to actually look up and research a market to see if we want to find deals in anywhere in the United States. So I'm just showing how to kind of use it a little bit here as I kind of research an area that I might want to go into. Las Vegas, Nevada. La Viva Las Vegas. So we're going to take that child support thing out because we don't want that list to be that small. You can actually go into bankruptcies. Like I said, bankruptcy, divorce, lien release. Let's try the bankruptcy. Let's see if that changed anything. That got us down to 190 houses. There we go. Now we're manageable. Now we're manageable. Can you see that? It's only down to 190 houses. So the filters that we have set so far are, I keep doing that, going too big. All right. The filters we have is owner occupied, residential, single family, 4 bedrooms or more, 3 bathrooms or more, not on the MLS, not on the market, not in foreclosure, 10 years or more of ownership, individually owned and or operated. It has an active bankruptcy. Now, bankruptcy means the person ran out of money and they might be ready to sell right now, right? You know, bankruptcy is a pain point. Not necessarily that you have to target something like that, but it is a pain point for sure. Definitely a pain point. How can we solve and soothe that pain? So let's see here. And has equity of 50% or more. Those are the items we choose. And then the last one at the bottom here, you can even choose the number of open mortgages, the specific mortgage balance approximate that's still owed, first loan to current loan to value. You can get really specific on here. You can even check off free and clear properties, seller carryback, cash buyer, and all this other stuff. So this system does quite a bit of stuff, And I don't want to make it overwhelming for you because it definitely can become that. And we don't want to make it overwhelming. We want to make it simple. We want to make this simple. So like I said, those are the items that we did, and it's got our list all the way down now to 190 properties. As you can see here, let me scroll over a little bit. So it got our list. So this whole list that we did, all those properties we just searched in Las Vegas, we started with over 500,000 down to 190 properties by putting these parameters in it, which were residential single family, 4 bedroom or more, not on market, excludes foreclosures, owned it for 10 years or more, and individually owned, not an LLC or a trust, and has an active bankruptcy. 50% or more of equity as well, all in Las Vegas. Is this all making sense so far? Put in a 3 if you're following me, and then a 1 if you know me to go a little more slow. A 3 if you're following me. If it's making sense, put in a 3. If you're lost, like, hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about, put in a 1 so I can make sure everybody's following along here. We want to make sure that you can keep up with the keep up. Let me know that you know what's going on for sure. So, yeah, 4 bedroom, 3 bath. We only got 190 properties so far. So we can either scroll through this list to find specific properties. We can scroll through and say, you know, I don't know, I kind of like this house, I kind of like that house. And these are all different properties that meet the parameters that we did. So if we say, all right, how about this one? This looks like something. Nice little house right here. It's expensive. Phoenix Fish is following along. Thank you, Phoenix, for following. Thank you. Thank you. Glad it's making sense to you. Let's see here. So which one of these you think we should check out? Let's do Dog Lear Drive, 332 Dog Lear. Now, when this opens, it opens up a whole new screen that shows you all the goodies, break down the whole thing. Sometimes if it was listed on the MLS, you'll get multiple pictures over here where you can actually see the property data that was added to the multiple listing service. Let me take this banner off the screen. Boom. And if you haven't given this video a thumbs up and a like by now, what are you waiting for? All right, so we see some basic information on here. We know it's off market. We know it's not distressed. It's not a short sale. It does have an HOA. It's individually owned. It's owner occupied. It's occupied right now. They've owned it for 11 years. We know it's financed, and we know they've been in bankruptcy. So there's the owner's names here, and you can go back and see the other data in regards to the property and the tax assessing and all of that other stuff. All that stuff comes right here on the screen on each individual property that you pull up here. Each individual property you pull up, you'll be able to see that stuff without a problem. Nina's following along. Thank you, Nina. I know she's always going to stay woke. What's up, Block Nation Properties on IG? Like I said, jump over to the YouTube channel at Chris Monroe STL if you want to see my screen, because I really can't share it from here. I guess I could, but I couldn't. It wouldn't really look clear. So that's some of the basic information it tells you. Now they got these tabs right here that go into more detail. Bankruptcy detail. You can see their bankruptcy information. All of this stuff here is public information, but it's all compiled in a way that where you can actually analyze it. We see they did their bankruptcy and it closed back in 2018. So, you know, something happened back between 2018 and now, or 2017 maybe and now, that this person had to file bankruptcy. So they had some problems. We see it's been, it tells you the status of it, I believe, in here too. Here it is, bankruptcy discharged. Bankruptcy down in the bottom right corner has been discharged. So I don't know, maybe they just didn't do it, or maybe it went through. Who knows? We know it was listed on the MLS at some time. Actually, it was listed for rent. It was listed to be rented at $1,700 a month. So it really wasn't listed for sale on the MLS. It was listed for rent. See how this data can be overwhelming? You can be like, man, it's just too much data. It can be. That's why I don't want to make it too tedious. We show that they owe approximate loan balance of about $157,000. They owe about $157,000, and they say that the value is about $355,000. Now, I don't normally go off of that. I rather run my own comps to see what this property is worth. My own comparable home sales in the area in the last 3 to 6 months. Within the last 6 months, I guess I should say. It even tells you over here they bought it for $197 back in 2009. And it has, you know, the value. I don't know what that is. Public record, prior sale. So they were able to get this property 11 years ago, and it says it's pulled off market. So we know that they tried to rent it. So, you know, they may be a person that may want to rent this property. They may want to sell this property. They may lease it to you with an option to buy, do a sandwich lease option or one of these other creative strategies. They may not want to do anything. They might have a tenant in it right now. We don't know. But the only way we will know is by actually looking them up, contacting them, and seeing if they are interested in selling their property. But as you see, they've gone through some ups and downs. Now, here's where you can actually pull comparable home sales to actually see what is the approximate value of this property. Yeah, that was a tax evaluation there, the tax valuation, which I don't really go off of that for anything. We really want to know about home sales, because most of the time, in my experience, well, I know here in St. Louis, property tax data is going to be way less than what the property's worth. They might say a property's worth $20,000 in taxes, but the ARV or the after repair value may be 120, or the comp value may be 120, or some bigger number, way bigger than tax value. So I don't give that a lot of weight in this business, and you shouldn't either. Now, you can use that as leverage in your negotiation, maybe, but you know, in reality, it doesn't really have a lot of weight on what do you do on this. What's up, Loopy G? I see you. We're streaming live on YouTube right now, going over how to actually analyze and go and find a deal in a market. Actually, one of your favorite markets in Las Vegas. We're searching Las Vegas right now on Chris Monroe STL on YouTube, on Facebook, and on what else we're on here? We're in the Woke Real Estate Investors Group, streaming live as well, and we're streaming live on Periscope at Chris Monroe Show. So like I say, the more we dig down, the more information we can get. Now we can go in deeper and actually see what this house is worth. Do you want me to do that too? You want me to see what the value of this property is as well? You want a full analysis? You just tapping in? All right, cool, bro. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well through this quarantined environment on clock lockdown, on clock self-isolation, on clock not going anywhere, stuff like that. Uh-oh. So, like I said, hope this video is giving you some value. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. If you care, if you accidentally learn something, let me know, because I don't want to waste your time and you can't waste mine. So even if you're watching on a replay and you don't get some of this, put it in the comments. Hey, what the heck you talking about right there? I missed that part. That part didn't make sense to me. What are you talking about, man? Let me know. You've been working out? You been out working? Cool, cool. Loopy G. All right. So back into the property here. I'm going to go ahead and actually look at the comps or the comparable home sales for this property. Make the screen bigger a little bit again. So we're looking here. So most importantly, in my opinion, I always start with the date range. Like I said, we want a property to sold within the last 6 months. So within the last 6 months, what's that to be like? October? What's it? October, November, December, January, February, March, maybe. So between October 1 through today. So that's about 6 months, right? Approximate. And we don't have to get too specific on this stuff. Everybody want to get down to the penny. When you're doing data and stuff, just make it close to it. You don't have to get stupid. Don't get stupid. Be smart. Then it's got an automatic range of square footage up here at the top. Our subject property here is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2251 square feet, built in 2004. And it already does the range on here, plus or minus 10% automatically. Our distance is already default set to half of a mile. 0.5 miles. What's up, paper flipping Paul? I see you, bro. Oh, you changed your name now? Look at you. Paper flipping Paul. You flipping, getting them deals. I see you. All right. So also, you can break down property class in here. We only want comps that are residential. And as you see, the more stuff we change over here, the more it's going to change on the right. Just like it was on the first part when we were looking up properties, it's going to do the same thing here as we are actually looking up comps. So it's got 23 comparable properties. That's too many. We need to wean that down. So what we change over here on the left is what's going to change everything here on the right as well. What's up, Black? So we know our property was what, 4 bedrooms. So we want a minimum of 4 bedrooms. We can put that right in here. Now that went from 23 comps down to 9 right out the gate. So that kind of helped right out there, because we're looking for a couple of properties that sold recently within the last 6 months, remember? Bathrooms, what was ours? 3? Yep, ours is 3 bathrooms. So we want a minimum of 3 bathrooms. And let's see if that knocks us down. That knocks us down to only 6 properties. So now this list is manageable now to find the actual comp, because you're already down to 6. I mean, how much lower you want to get? Just keeping it honest. Is this all making sense so far? So, and then you can even put in here other things like year built. You can put in things like subdivision. You can include or exclude multi-parcel sales, meaning somebody bought multiple houses in one lot or one group. Property type, we want single family properties. We know that. And so these are just some basic parameters. So these are going to be our subject properties we're going to look over to see if it's comparable to our property. So when you're doing comparables, it's more important to also know a lot about yours. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. So if you want to see the screen and see what I'm actually talking about, hop on over to the YouTube channel at Chris Monroe STL. So our subject property here, and there's 2 different types of comps as well. You got public record comps and you got MLS comps that actually sold on the MLS. Right now we're looking at public record comps, meaning it could have been an arm's length transaction between 2 individuals that just sold a house. John sold it to Jill or whoever. But an MLS comps mean a real estate agent was involved and it was listed on the MLS possibly. Over here, you can even check off cash buyers to see what cash buyers are paying for properties. We see that this property here was actually bought by a cash buyer, and they paid $360,000 all cash back in October to buy that house. It must be nice to just be able to drop $360,000 in cash plus closing cost fees and other junk. Must be nice. Wouldn't you like to be able to just drop $360,000 in cash? Would you like that? Would that make you feel good? I know it would. So that's what that guy does, but we don't want to check that off. So I'm going to uncheck that. I'm going to leave the 6 properties as I put. In fact, yeah, let's take a look at that property. So 224 Botanical Gardens Drive sold for $360 cash. Let's take a look at it. What's going on with that property? Now, when you start looking at these properties, let me go back first. Remember, our subject property looks like this. Kind of looks like it, huh? That's our subject property right there. If you can see that, let me make that bigger. That's our subject property, what it looks like. 2-story, looks like a 2-car garage underneath, and cute little house, right? Little desert house, desert sand colored house. So as we look through here, go back to this comp, which was 224 Botanical Gardens. You can actually see it on the map down here as well. So on the left side, I don't know, let me take this off here again. Boom. The blue dot represents our subject property, the property we're looking to buy. This 2 that's green right here represents that Botanical Gardens. As we see, it's close to it. It looks like it's in the same subdivision. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and we're going to double check to make sure everything else makes sense as well. So as we open it up, we'll see actual property information like pictures, because this must have been off the MLS or something. Like a nice little house, right? When you want to live in this house? Is this a place you'd like to sleep? Look at that nice hardwood table with cloth chairs. Nice little dining area. Beautiful little house, right? Open floor plan, open kitchen. Oh, that's nice. When you want to live here? Let me zoom in so you can see this. Hold on. Uh-oh, I'd have made it smaller. That's the wrong direction. Make it bigger. Oh, wow, that's in reverse. I didn't know that worked like that. So I actually made it smaller to make it bigger. So yeah, this is what this house looks like. Beautiful property, right? When you want to live there in Las Vegas, open floor plan. I like that kitchen. I mean, it's kind of small, but I like how they designed that. They put the kitchen over there. You can cook. Then they got a little bar in between, then 3 bar stools, then the eating area, then the open. So they got a nice big open floor plan. A lot of big open window area for natural lighting. Nice hardwood floors. That whoever did this house looked like they did a pretty decent job on it. Big screen TV. They staged it well. Nice big L-shaped or wraparound shaped sectional. Floors look nice. Everything looked nice. So this house looks to be in perfect condition. Wouldn't you agree? What kind of condition would you consider this comp to be in? Excellent, junk, or good, or what? I think it's in excellent condition. Beautiful house, right? So this is our comparable property. We don't know the condition of the property that we're looking to buy because we haven't been inside of it, and we need to figure all that out. But we see in this condition, this property sold for $360 for cash. So you know our house is worth at least $360 if it look anything like this. His and her sinks with jacuzzi tub and shower. I mean, what else you want? Big old walk-in closets. Everything dressed right, dressed. They could have picked them clothes up off the ground there unless there's like, I don't know, dirty laundry or something. Something going on. Yeah, so that's the property. Looks nice. I guess that's a bedroom or an office. Somebody did some nice little artwork over here, little mountain things or whatever the heck that is. Made it that sky blue, 3 types of blue. They took some time and designed this place. They took some time. Nice house, right? All right. So they had 2 bathrooms with his and her sinks. That's why it's a nice property, from what I can tell. For $360,000 cash, I see why he paid that money, or she paid that money to buy this house. Now this backyard sucks. That's all the backyard is, with some fake grass. Is that what that is? That's the backyard. And then they got a walled off privacy fence. That might have cost a pretty penny to build those around your yard like that. It's not even a yard. It's like a relaxing area, and barely got storage here where you can put your swimming pool and other yard essentials right outside. See, this is why I said I might want to move to Vegas. Look at this. When you want to live here, just this one house alone make you want to move in. They even got aerial view. So I guess in the neighborhood, they got a swimming pool where people can come out and do that. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments over here. Let's see here. What part of Vegas is that? I don't know. Botanical Gardens. I'm not familiar with the area like that, and that's why I'm looking at it. And they only own this house for 4 months. Whoever bought it 4 months ago. So yeah, I think that's enough of the pictures. And they even got a park. Look at that. So it's a nice community. Nice community. Let me see what part of Vegas this is in, if I can see that. I don't know if I can tell on here. Property details. Let me see here. What part of Vegas is this? I'm not sure. I don't know. It's in Clark County, if that helps. I guess that's the whole Vegas. I don't know. I can't tell off this list. Let me zoom in too, so y'all can see. Oh, here's the subdivision. Is Rhodes Ranch. So it's in Spring Valley Town. That's where it is in Vegas. I knew I could find it. Data is everywhere, right? It's in Spring Valley. Beautiful. Yes, you like that too, Nina. Look at you. You want to move in there. It's just too hot. That's right. In the desert. I like hot weather. What's wrong with that? You love the open floor plan of that property. Excellent condition. Yes. Love that closet. It's worth it. 360. Yeah. You're looking to move into Henderson. Yeah, I don't know anything about Vegas like that. Only thing I knew about in Vegas when I went was the Strip and what? Downtown, where the tourists go. Other than that, I don't know nothing about it. I'd be lying to be making up stuff. I don't know nothing about all that there. Nothing. It's just no beaches. Yeah, they got mountains, though. You can climb the mountains and go hang out with the mountain lions and go roar. Go and jump up in there and, you know, climb some mountains, go skiing. I don't know what all you can do there. I'm just making it up. Love it. Used to work in Vegas for 1 year. Henderson is a great area. Oh, okay. See, look at that. Tech lady knows about Henderson. See, y'all been to Vegas. I only been once, so I'm asleep. You knew about them strippers? No, actually, I didn't know. I didn't get the chance to check none of that out. They did have some people walking around with pasties on in the middle of the street downtown in them little circles doing dances and all of that, and people standing there streaming and taking pictures. Some people even got mad for people taking pictures of them, like, hey, you need to tip me, man. Don't take pictures of me. Don't take my photo. It was a dude there that was like borderline naked, like very close to borderline being naked out there. And somebody tried to take a picture and he yelled at him, hey, don't take my picture. I was like, dang, get your money, man. I don't want to mess with you. So, yeah, I liked it. So, yeah, that's Vegas. That's why I'm looking at the area here to see. So, back to the content. Like I said, if this video provides you any type of value of any type, why haven't you liked it already? Why haven't you shared it already? Why haven't you subscribed to the YouTube channel? Why haven't you followed on the Periscope channel? Why haven't you liked it or tag somebody that you know on Facebook? Tag a friend in its description. It ain't gonna hurt you. What up, Mike? Mike REI. What up? What up? What up? We're streaming live over on the Instagram, or I'm sorry, we are streaming on Instagram, but we're streaming on the YouTube channel. If you want to get the full experience, hop on over and you'll see what it look like. And thanks for those hearts. So, let's see what we got here. So we see that we know our house, our subject property is at least worth 360, probably more. I would consider more for sure. Yeah, they even say here, they say the approximate value is 355 right here in good old PropStream. So let's see here. Let me zoom in. And like I said, if you want to try this software out for free, all you got to do is go to wokesource.com, do a 7-day trial. See if you like it. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, get rid of it. Now, if you do decide to keep it, you get to keep it for only $97 per month. You can download up to 10,000 records per month. And that's a lot of data. 10,000 records, that's more than enough leads than you can, probably deal with as an individual. Now, if you have a team or, you're working multiple markets like I'm attempting to do here, doing more than one market, you might need more downloads. You might need a bigger thing, but 10,000 downloads per month is more than enough. And this here, what I'm doing does not count as a download, by the way. This just counts as research, and you can research any property that you put into the system here. You can research any area, any zip code, any part of the United States you want to get that data, and make it happen. Did that rhyme? Not really. All right, so here we go. We see that these are the owners of the property, William and Herrera. That's who we want to talk to, husband and wife team. And according to, let's see here. I don't remember. Was this a divorce list? What did we put on here? I don't even remember all the parameters we put. Are they getting a divorce? Let me zoom back out. I don't remember what our other search criteria was. Let me see here. Filter. Oh, no, this was a bankruptcy. Has an active bankruptcy. So we didn't put divorce in here. We know they had some financial trouble sometime here in the near future, in the near past. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So back to our property we're looking to try to buy. Now, we wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even go this deep into this property, by the way, until I actually talk to the sellers and see if they are even interested in selling. If they don't want to sell their house, ain't no reason to do all this research, right? You don't need to know all of this stuff like, oh, how much is it worth and all of that. So did you get the link to in my bio? Oh, you're talking to Silo the Flipper. So if you did this video, or I'm sorry, if you did this search here, it wouldn't do you any good if you haven't talked to the sellers already. Are you guys interested in selling your house? Great. Is this a good time to talk? And then you go on through to talk about the house, talk about the situation, talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I go over all of that at wokerealestate.com, wokerealestate.com, a full process on how to make all this stuff come together. But right now, for today's free training, we're just going over research to try to see what we can do with this. Let me see here. Did you go down to Fremont Street? Yeah, that's downtown, right? Isn't that street that's like blocked off and it's only foot traffic and they do the stuff up above and the lights and everything go off like every hour, every 45 minutes and everybody goes crazy and stop what they're doing and come outside? Yeah, I think that's Fremont. Yeah, that sounds like it. I know I was at the Golden Nugget. I know I made about $3,000 at the Golden Nugget playing poker. I know that. I spanked their booty. I went all the way down to like $36. And came all the way back to over $3,000 playing poker. Y'all don't know I was a semi-pro poker player. I didn't tell y'all that. I meant to tell you, but I never told y'all that. But yeah, that's a little secret you might know about me. All right, what is the difference between this and PropStream? Can I just move over to the new software? So yeah, this is PropStream. The free trial is at wokesource.com. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Fremont Street. I liked it. I was down there. I think I saw one or two of those spectacular performances. I actually streamed it live on my Facebook at that time. So if this person did say, yes, I want to sell their house, that's when we would go in and do all this research to run comps. So back to the comparable home sales. We know the house worth at least $360, at least. Actually, let me look here. I shouldn't say that. It may be worth more. So our subject property shows up here at the top, 332 Dog Leg Drive. We see down here 1 through 6. These are properties that met our parameters that we put in as far as pulling our comps earlier. And we see that most houses around here sell for about that much. This one sold for $360. This one sold for $345. This one sold for $345. This one sold for $360, and so forth. So we see a range of $340 to $360 is about what they're selling for. So we could assume our house is worth at least $360, right? At least. Got to be worth that ARV I'm talking now. I don't know what the condition of the property is. That's a whole nother thing, and that's a whole nother formula. We're just trying to determine now what is the after repair value. What do we expect to get for this house after it's all fixed up, brought up to 2020 excellent standards, ready to go for a family to move right in. And we see their mortgage balance is about $157. Would they sell it for what they owe on it? Probably not. Would they sell it for somewhere near what they owe on it? Say if they sold it for $200,000, we know it's worth $360. We don't think they're going to sell it that cheap, but it's a potential. If the times get hard, say, hey, yeah, man, I'll take $200,000 for this house. We know it's worth $360 fixed up. It can't be $100,000 in repairs. I would hope. I would hope they didn't destroy this house that bad in 11 years. That's not normal, but it's very well possible. If you got them bad Baydays kids running around, ripping and running and knocking over stuff and breaking stuff and doing all that. So, and like I said, this was just one set of comps, which was the public record comps. Now I'm going to look at the MLS comps and see if it says about the same thing. The multiple listing service comps. So as we click that, that's going to change it and wipe all it out, a different set of parameters. Okay, so we know that our date range, we wanted what? Within the last 6 months. So what do we do? October 1 to now. And that knocked our list. It had 83 there. Or I'm going to see 131 there. 131 properties. That's too many. We want to make that smaller. Date range. Our square footage was 2251. So we can put in, let's see, I don't know, 1900 to 2400. Just the range. I don't know. That's going to knock our list down to 32 properties. You see how the more we change over here, it's automatically the set to 1 mile when you go to MLS, but we don't want to do that. We want to put in 0.5, half a mile. That knocks us down to 8 properties. Now we're getting in a manageable area, as you can tell once again. You can put in bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. That knocks us down to 7 properties. 3 bathrooms minimum. Still 7 properties. Our property class was what? Residential. Chris Jackson, what up though? How you doing, bro? Hope you're holding up well down there in Texas on lockdown, on quarantine. So yeah, residential. And then if we say property type, single family, what's that about? Single family. So these are some sold properties that actually sold through a real estate agent on the MLS or multiple listing a service. Multiple listing service. That's meaning somebody said, I'm just going to put it on there and let them sell it. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with showing property. Let somebody else do all that. I don't want to deal with marketing property. Let somebody else deal with that. I don't want to deal with, staging a property, fixing, they do have to do some work to get the property up to standard to sell it on the MLS, but they rather let the sales process be handled by a sales professional. Either you can become the sales professional or hire somebody else to do it at a 6% commission on average. What's up, Kenny? What's up? What's up? ANG Turn 1970. What's up on IG? So let me see here. So after you go through all of this, you see this is the same range we just looked at. This one sold even a little cheaper, 335. 335. Let's see what this house looked like on Wicked Way. Another beautiful house. So I don't know why that one sold for less, because that's the same square footage as ours, 2251. Let me zoom in, see how this house look. Or zoom out, I should say. It's backwards on here. Nice big open floor plan on this. A lot of cabinetry. Is that the space for the refrigerator? No, that's like the space for the washer and dryer. Maybe. Is that a washer and dryer going in the kitchen? Or maybe that's that's the oven. That's the oven. Okay, gas line. Couldn't see it. It was too small. Another big nice house. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. So I guess properties in this area don't really get run down like they do here in St. Louis. All of the properties that we see ain't gonna look all good like this. What's up, Christian? What's up, Samples 360? What's up, Jinka? So they staged it, as you can tell, put some nice stuff up here. Jacuzzi style tub. His and her sinks. I guess it's a going thing here. That's the only way they do these houses. I guess they were built since 2000 in the last 15 years. So I guess that's what makes a difference. Big closet. Everybody loves a big closet. Put all those clothes in there that you got that you don't need, that don't have a lot of value. But that's another story. I guess this is the dining or living room, maybe. Vaulted ceilings. That helps. Helps them have a nice looking house. But that electricity bill may be high when you got that sky going so high. So, yep, another dining or something area there. Multi-leveled property. Chilling, doing your thing. All right, bro. I thought you said you was moving back to St. Louis or something. What happened? The quarantine said stay in Dallas? Let's see here. So, yeah, that's this property. So, it didn't have anything in it. I mean, it's not as nice as that other house, but it's a nice house. I mean, I can't find nothing wrong with it. They don't have that fake grass in the backyard. They just got a patio area, which looks to be similar. Palm trees, beautiful palm trees in the back. And guess what? They got another, that's in the same subdivision because that's the same swimming pool we just saw on the other one. Yep. With the tennis courts, the swing set or whatever it is, a toy thing, like a basketball court over here. They're like a nice community. I guess that's why they charge that HOA fee. The Trevina area, wherever that's at. Look at that. Don't that look beautiful? Wouldn't you want to live there? Wouldn't you want to stay and play? Let me see something here. My IG just cut off. That means we've been on for an hour. So yeah, I'm going to be on for another maybe 15 minutes or so. And I'm going to wrap this party back up. We're going to start this thing off right. Got Woke Source here in the house. That's right. So like I said, if you want to try this software out, check it out at wokesource.com. Wokesource.com. All right. Let's see here. So that's how that looks. So that's the house. in a nutshell. Look like that's the same picture. So that's enough of that. So we know our house got to be worth on the low end at least 345, because that's what that house sold for on the MLS. And other houses are selling up to 360. Now, why they can't break the 360 mark, I don't know. Why can't a house sell for 370 or 380 or 400? Why is that the going rate? Is that just what it is right now? Because, I mean, that's the range we're in. Kind of weird, ain't it? Let me zoom back in. Making it too small for y'all. So that's our comps. We know the house is worth that. And then we would just contact the homeowner of the property and do some other things. Now, there's some other data you can do in here. You can see the tax information, which is on any county assessor's website. You can see that, see what the taxes are. Only $2,300 per month, per year on your annual taxes. Not bad, I guess, for some people. For that kind of purchase price, I guess it ain't bad. Yeah. $2,300 in taxes for a 300,000 something plus house. Not bad. You can look on here and see their mortgage. Approximate loan amount was $172. Their approximate loan payment is $822.03. Now, when you see this price over here, or this amount that you're paying on a monthly basis, that's just counting principal and interest. That's not counting taxes or insurance that's going to be escrowed into the property. That's not counting that at all. Escrow is something totally different that you can set up. Some people have it set up to where they pay it themselves, or some people have an escrow account set up through their bank or through their lender, where their lender will collect a yearly payment from them and put that towards that taxes or insurance. So a lot of people have it set up that way, but it's not the case on all of them. What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back over here on IG. Yeah, I'm only going to be on about another 10 minutes. Any other questions, comments, concerns before I get up out of here and do some more woke stuff? Put your questions in if you got some questions. Ask now. And like I said, tomorrow night, Monday night, we'll be going live with Real Estate Diddy out of Alabama. Make sure you come on and check us out tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's Monday Night Raw, real estate style. Check that out. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that follow button if you haven't already. Give this video a like and a share as well. We'll be talking to Real Estate Diddy. And then the following week, we'll be on with Corey Nicole. She has the Facebook group called Wholesaling Houses for Newbies, specializing in helping you newer people that are getting into wholesaling real estate. Come check that out. That's going to be Monday, April 6th. So the next couple of Mondays, we got some good shows for you. Let's see here. 420, we'll be on with Hakeem Valles, if I'm saying that right. Hakeem, we'll be on with him. He's going to be talking about personal and business branding strategies and marketing tips to help you become a better and more successful real estate investor. Be a good investor. He was a football player for the Detroit Lions. Now he's doing real estate full time. You notice a lot of people switch over into real estate full time, kind of like Vanilla Ice and a whole bunch of other people. Like, you know what? I'm going to the real money, man. Y'all playing games. The following week, we'll be on with O'Neal Parker, real estate entrepreneur on IG, doing big deals down in Louisiana. He's going to be talking about business credit and leveraging yourself and your business to get more real estate. That's on Monday, April the 27th. Make sure you come check that out as well. Also, we'll be doing, I got that free joint venture agreement. If you haven't gotten that already, all you got to do is text JV to 31996. Text JV to 31996. It's a free joint venture agreement. Works with wholesalers, other real estate agents, and other real estate investors. Puts multiple people on the document so that everybody gets paid and there's no confusion. And it just makes it so much smoother when you want to go ahead and make a deal with other people that are working in the business as well. What's up, Tanya? How you doing? Glad to see you. And all you got to do is, like I said, text JV to 31996. That'll get you the free JV agreement. It will also allow you to be notified of when we go live. It'll notify you, let you know. So any other questions or anything about the training that we just went over? Also, if you haven't joined already, join the free Facebook group, Woke Real Estate Investors, a free Facebook group. Join that, where we're talking about subject to, talking about lease options, talking about seller financing, talking about virtual wholesaling, and more. Woke Real Estate, Creative Real Estate Investors group on Facebook. Go check it out. Join it. Learn it. Ask questions in there. And do that like that there. So Let's see what we got here. So yeah, that's basically what I would do if I'm going to be looking into a different area to see if we want to buy. I mean, it looks like it's a decent area. I don't know how the market is. It looks like it's a pretty hot market. If you see that every sale we saw was a good house, we don't see any raggedy houses selling. Where the raggedy houses at in Vegas? They don't got no parts like that. Where the raggedy? Because that's usually where you're gonna find some deals sometime. Now, it don't have to be a bad house. It could be just a problem like this subject property was, where they were basically going through and having a bankruptcy, having a hardship, and things like that. So if we had this list here, let me go back. So like we just dug into one property on the list. There was 190 properties on this list that you can choose from. So what you would do next is download this list of 190 properties that all meet the criteria of what we put into the beginning of this stream. Download that list, skip trace that list, or get the phone numbers to call the sellers, get them on the phone and see if they want to sell. Really that easy. If they want to sell, try to work a deal. If they don't want to sell, leave them alone. Don't bother these people. Now, there's a couple of ways you can market to these different types of people that, may fall under this criteria. Couple of different ways you can market to them. Now, you can do the free way or the pay way, where you do it pay money, or you can do it for free by calling. I mean, semi-free. Everybody got a cell phone, right? I got one right here, and two in there. Everybody got a cell phone. Give them a call. You want to sell your house? I was just in the area. You want to know if you were interested in selling your house? Would you be interested in a cash offer on your property or whatever spiel you use, and see if they want to sell? Yeah, I'd entertain it. What do you want to do? You want to buy my house? Let's do it. We don't know what they're going to say. Most people might cuss you out. Who knows? This is cold calling now. Cold calling. That's one way to do it. Another way is you can use text messages. You can use text messages where you actually text message blast out people to say, the same thing. Hey, yeah, want to know if you want to sell your house or whatever spiel you put into it. You can put that in there. Another way you can do it is ringless voicemail drops. Now we're getting into the stuff that costs money. Ringless voicemail drops, where it actually has computer software that'll ring their phone barely or half of a ring, and it goes straight to voicemail, and it leaves a voicemail like, hi, yes, I'm not sure if I have the right number or not, but I was trying to see if you were interested in selling your house. Now, I'm not sure if you're the owner, give me a call back, and we'll see if we can work something out. What I do is buy houses every day for cash in any condition, and that's regardless of how much you owe. My name is Chris. Call me back at 123-12333. You can text me or call. Either one is perfectly fine. 123-1233. Again, my name is Chris, and I hope to speak to you soon. Have a great day. Something like that. Maybe not that drawn out, but I always say my name twice. I always say my number twice, and I always say you can text or call me back. Either one is perfectly fine when I'm leaving those messages. Very important to me, because some people might just text back and say, leave me the hell alone. Or some people might text back and say, yeah, I'm interested in selling. What's your offer? We just want to get an answer. Do you want to sell or do you don't? And so I got a lot more training videos going over all that at wokerealestate.com. Check that out right at wokerealestate.com. It's over 125 free training videos right there for your convenience. So you can go in and learn the game, learn the lingo, learn how to formulate a deal, see if it is a deal, identify pain points, identify solutions to pain points. And there you go. Next thing you know, you got about $33 land or $36 in front of you. Ooh, big money, ain't it? Before you know it, you get a little check. All because you connected the dots. What's up, K-Boy's mom? Good to see you. So any other questions, comments, concerns? Like I said, if you want to check this free software out that I just went over today, it's at wokesource.com, wokesource.com. Let's see what we got here. What's the best text script to use? Generally, I would always say to use a text script that's short, sweet, and to the point. You can formulate one or go over one that you can figure out one that makes sense, that's simple. Like I said, I try to keep it short to the point. Hi John, or whatever their name is. So the software I use actually goes in and puts the actual name of the person, merge fields. So it'll put name. I have it set up to merge the field where it says, hi, John, in the text. Hi, John. Just trying to find out if you are interested in selling 123 Woke Street, another merge field, their address, 123 Woke Street. I'd love to discuss a cash offer. Give me a call or text me back anytime. Thanks a lot, Chris. Something real short like that. That mentioned their name and mention their address so they know, like, oh, wow, this person's serious. Who's this? Now, a lot of things, like I said, can't happen when you text somebody. One, they can say, how the hell did you get my number? How the hell, why are you calling me? Who the hell are you? How'd you get this number? I get that all the time. How'd you get this number? This isn't public. I know how to find you, though, buddy. I search ya. And so, like I say, for every subject or every type of thing that I use, let's see, what skip trace you use. Yeah, for everything that I use in the business, I have a full list of every service that I use at wokerealestate.com. Just go to the marketing page, or it says, I need leads. Let me see here. How do I get to that thing? Where we go here? wokerealestate.com. So yeah, that's where you would go and go to the actual marketing page, and it breaks it all down. In fact, I could show you that if you want. Let me see here. They got a list of different properties on there. So right when you go to wokerealestate.com, first thing you're going to see is what? Boom. Let me take this off the screen here. You're going to see right up at the top, that's the home page. You got agreements and contracts. Let me zoom in on this. It might be small. Zoom, 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 zoom. All right, you can get your agreements and contracts, any type of contract to do any type of real estate deal. You can get all that right there, subject to paperwork, trust paperwork to put your properties in land trust, contracts for wholesaling, contracts for terms deals, whether it's seller financing, whether it's subject to, whether it's wraparound mortgages, lease options, sandwich lease options, all that paperwork is right there on the agreements and contracts page. If you're looking for marketing tools and resources, that's right there as well. You can go through all of that and get a list of all the resources and marketing tools and things that I use every day in the business. Check that out. Pretty simple. Got my logo on here twice, double logo. Let me get rid of my logo. Let's put up the other one here. Visual. Boom, same thing. Let's see here. Same thing there. So marketing tools and resources. Then you got real estate training and coaching. If you want the information on how you can get into the real estate coaching program. Actually, I'm gonna take that off. I'm messing on my screen. Real estate text, or the program, breaks down everything that comes with the coaching program. Weekly video calls, marketing and lead generation strategies, wholesale and creative deals, structuring, negotiating with sellers or buyers, document contract review, assistance with research and comps and things like that, cold calling practice, handling seller objections, making offers using a multiple offer strategy, whether you're just doing a cash deal where you want to beat them up on price, or you're doing a terms deal where you can give them a full price, answering your questions if you get stuck, other closing tactics. I can look into your business to help you identify areas that may need improvement. Also, help you with finding training and virtual assistants, finding and training up your virtual assistants. If you're like, oh, I'm going to get a virtual assistant, but how do I do it? What's up, the property brother? Good to see you. It got that on there as well. And let you know, we can help you out with that. Referrals to other real estate professionals and attorneys. If I know somebody in your market or in your area, I'll definitely refer you. You have basically all of the knowledge that I have about the game. You get to pick my brain on a regular basis to say, hey, I'm stuck right here. What do I do next? Hey, I don't understand this. What do I do next? It's all there. So just go check that out. This is a service for somebody who has been trying the business and knows they need help. And, you know, everybody needs a little help. You have the opportunities to partner on deals as well. Local coaching clients will also get to go on seller appointments and things too, to see how everything works from the rooter to the tutor. I basically lift up the hood to let you know what's good. And all that is figured out at wokerealestate.com. Wokerealestate.com. Any other questions before I go? The IG family. Like I said, so make sure you're back here tuned in tomorrow night. Monday Night Raw, real estate style. Every Monday night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. All right. Let me see if there's any other questions on here. All right, so I think that's going to do it, family. So thank you for coming all out. Like I said, give this video a like, a share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, and YouTube. Don't forget the YouTube channel where we're on there doing all type of stuff, where you got over 100 and something free training videos, deal analysis videos, all that and more. Check it out. And I'm on TikTok now. TikTok. But my name on there is Chris Monroe STL2. How'd I mess that up? The number 2. Chris Monroe STL2 on TikTok. TikTok. What your dude say? I'm on TikTok now. I'm on TikTok. So that's going to do it, family. So hopefully you all have yourself a great rest of your quarantine day. I'll see you tomorrow night on the Real Estate Show with Real Estate Diddy. All right? Do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Peace.
And we have. And we have. And we have.